What is going on, you beautiful people of YouTube? This is MK the Truth, DODBENT. Oh boy, you know I got the comparison for you today. If you guys are new to the channel, come on and join the family. I said please. You gotta come on and join the family. Also connect to my Instagram. It is the_truth_MK. Also, ladies and gentlemen, all music is produced by me, DODB. And I upload them in the background on this channel as well. Before we get started though, I gotta tell you that this review is for educational purposes only. This is only MK's analysis, and then I'm getting up off the video. So what do I have for you today? I told you I was going to give you a comparison video. Now this is completely blind. I have no reason to lie to y'all. I have not compared neither one of these shoes to each other. We're gonna do it together. So first things first, as you guys can see, one is more of a high quality box, or is it? Is it the light? Now we got gloss on this box. It's just a little bit beat up, but for the most part, this is a little bit more glossy, but inconsistencies are highly present on boxes. If you want somebody to tell you that, I'm that person that'll tell you that. I've had multiples of the same shoes, and some people won't tell you. Them resellers won't tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. Anyway, actual, non. Let's get into it. Anyway, papers, a little bit warmer paper here. You got a bit of a lighter paper here. Both have rippled ridges in the paper. If you can't see that, let me see if you guys, see if I can show this to you. See, you got little lines in the paper there. See, this one has the lines a little bit more present, Let's go ahead and get into the review. So we're gonna take one of these shoes out. These shoes do come double papered, so give me a second here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take one out. Actual. Now, do I like these yet? We'll get into that in a second. Take this out. And these do come double papered as well. The stunt double. And kapow. Kapow. Kaplickety plow. Plow plow. Kapow. All right. Oh, I got a pair out. That's a good look. So have not looked at either of these together, but we gonna do it together. The Air Jordan 1 Royal comparison. Now, oh man, I hope I don't get these mixed up. Oh man, which one is which? I think this is yeah. So this is lace up. So this is stunt. All right. So I'm seeing a bit of a color difference. You got a bit of a brighter blue on the actual, and then on the nons you got a bit of a darker blue. Does that change my mind on the shoe? The brighter blue does look a little bit better. This is looking a little bit navy-ish. A little bit borderline moving into the navy side. So that is number one. I do see a bit of a higher hair suede on the nons, but that is looking like an inconsistency between these, because it looks like on the wing up here it does get a little bit higher, and down here it is not. So that is a normal inconsistency with sneakers. Anyway, the Nike swooshes look very identical. The nubuck on the sides here, on the actuals versus here, this looks a bit blacker and this looks a bit more ashy. I do prefer the darker tone of the nubuck. The nubuck is very nice. Take a look at this. I mean, look at how beautiful. And if you guys don't know me, I love me some nubuck on sneakers, but I still don't really think it works on this particular shoe we have before you. And here is the nubuck on the nons. It is pretty much running the same, but it is a little bit darker on this sneaker. Anyway, let's take a look at the toe boxes. Very good. Those are looking about the same. Let me see if these blues on the top looks the same. Did they screw me around the boot? Did they get a little bit light around the boot? Because when you look at these on the top, that blue is looking about the same. Check that out. But that is a normal inconsistency. Like I always tell you guys, the color tones, they're not going to be same on each panel. The reason being is because they have different panels or different pieces of a piece of material, and that ink could have sat in a little bit more than, say, the back of this particular part of the material, and you get a little bit of a darker on the toe box because these both look completely identical. Anyway, the tongues feel pretty good. Check out them Nike Airs up top. Okay. Oh boy. I mean, the blues are just matching up. Let me see this back again. That's what she said. It's a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that's correct. A little bit shorter on height cut around the boot, but they do add up to be about the same height. Just got a little bit of a higher cut right here on the boot, and that is a normal inconsistency as well. I know a lot of people tired of hearing me say that, but that's just what it is. I've been doing shoes for so many years, and I've just noticed so many inconsistencies with shoes because I pay close attention to my shoes when I get them, so much to the point where people that know me in sneaker stores, they bring out several pair because I got to get that particular pair and make sure my colors, just as we have here, my colors add up, my shapes add up, so forth and so on. Anyway, everything feels about the same. I can't really say anything is different than the other. I can't even say these two colors around the back are totally different because that's one thing that can happen with these sneakers. But I will say it does look a little bit darker here. It is looking a little bit on the navy side, where this is a brighter blue, and I do kind of like this bright blue. But when you look at these from toe down, they kind of look the same color. Okay, it's looking a little bit lighter there. Anyway, above all, they both, I mean, they both look damn good, but I gotta call it that this is a little bit darker than this. Materials and craftsmanship, quality and everything, I mean, everything is adding up. The whites on the soles, a little bit warmer here. That is a inconsistency as well. The blues on the bottom, I see a little bit of a brighter blue here. And keep in mind, I've gotten a pair of sneakers from your brick and mortar, and I've got one bottom lighter, one bottom darker. Keep in mind, people, these will forever be trash made goods, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that they're cheap made products, but you got to understand business is to profit, and you keep forking out this stuff like this. These shoes cost like 20 to 30 bucks, probably less, like 20 bucks. I'm gonna say 20 bucks the most. That's including freight and shipping. These shoes do not cost that much money, so stop holding them high and mighty. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this review down below. This is MK the Truth, DODBENT. Hey man, I love y'all. I'm out.